Welcome back to the warm-up. Today we are ranking every NBA fan base just because I wanted to. So let's just go. Let's just freaking do it. So the requirements for this are like, okay, obviously there's a lot of different rankings here, but one of the main ones is if I don't know one, I'm not going to give an opinion for an entire fan base. And even if I know like one or two, my opinion won't be like super hard set, like, oh, this person was like this, so the whole fan base is like this. Obviously, that's freaking stupid. So I'm not going to do that. But what I'm going to do is give you my personal experience on past experiences with encounters of these fans, or if I even know them, or how I think based off the history of this franchise, how the fans are. There's a lot of different categories you can see here. But yeah, we're just going to go. It looks like it's alphabetical. Starting off with the Atlanta Hawks. Just gonna do a little bit of that right there. I don't know anybody that's a Hawks fan. They seem fine. No opinion. Boston Celtics. Let's start off hot and heavy. Okay, y'all ready for this one? Let's go crazy. Here's my take. Boston Celtics fans are alright. They're okay. They're good people. A lot of them are bandwagons, but a lot of them are really supportive. So you get a mix between like fair weather bandwagon type, and then like real like they know their stuff type. They're okay. They haven't done me any harm. Not that anybody harms me, but like they're fine. They're just fine. Nets fans. Once again, I live on the West Coast, so if I don't know a lot of East Coast people, there you go. Chicago Bulls fans. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do supportive people. A lot of them are older people than me that actually watched Jordan play. I was born after Jordan played, so I don't really have an opinion on that. But if they're a Bulls fan then, they're probably a Bulls fan now, and so I think that's a pretty strong franchise that I think about when I think of like a good solid franchise and a team that has a lot of good fans. So the city of Chicago is pretty solid with how they do it there. So let's just do a little bit of this too. Stop playing with me. Clippers fans. Oh, that's the other thing. I will be basing the fan base ranking off of what the franchise has gone through as a whole in its history. Hence the number one spot. So I think we're some stand-up guys. I've been a fan for 10, 11 years, probably. Lob City. Was I a bandwagon at the beginning? Yeah, but I was 10 years old, so you get a pass on that. Twitter was a thing, but come on, back in like 2011, stop playing with me. 2010, 2012. Yeah, I don't know. We've gone through a lot, man. We go through a lot every single year. Hopes up every single year. Fall flat in our face. Not saying that other franchises don't go through the same thing, but we have never won a ring. We've made it to the Western Conference Finals one time. And I've been a fan for a decade. And so a lot of teams have had a lot of success over that time period. There's a few that I can name that like haven't or have had less than us. Me and my best friend Miles, come on. We were good basketball fans. We're not annoying, especially about the PG Kawhi thing. Me specifically, I'm not like, oh my gosh, if we had PG and Kawhi, we would win every single game. Like, that's not how that would go. That's not how that goes, okay? So, just next up, Charlotte Hornets fans. I don't think I know anybody. No. From my personal experience, that is my answer. And that's because LeBron James. I actually lived in Ohio for a little bit, but I was like 4 years old, so that doesn't really even count. I don't even really tell anybody that. But when LeBron was playing, it's kind of like the Warriors. When LeBron was playing against the Warriors in the finals and he came back the second time, I was in high school, and so I saw a lot of people, myself included, wearing a lot of Cavs merch and stuff like that. And I could tell you about every single player on all the team. I liked the Cavs back then. I enjoy that. Clippers are still my favorite team, have been, but you got to kind of have an Eastern Conference team too. So, or a team in the opposite conference. So I had the Cavs because LeBron and Cleveland. So I thought they were pretty sick. Haven't heard anybody since. they just vaporized into thin air. So I don't know. I'm gonna go Denver Nuggets right here. Denver Nuggets supportive. Every Nuggets fan that I know is quiet and they're chill, just how you would expect people from Denver to be, or just like fans. They're nice. They don't go crazy on Jokic is the best player in the NBA. Your team sucks. Our team's gonna win. They have a good team. Everyone knows that they have a good team. And this franchise specifically is in the limelight right now because they're good and they just came off a championship. But over the course of past 10 years, I've met a couple and they've been like, yeah, we're good. Supportive. It's a little more than I where they're just like, I means I've experienced some like negativity and like kind of like, oh, sheesh, like that fan base is whack. Nuggets are pretty chill. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say about that. Rockets fans are all right, especially right now. They used to be high and mighty in the mid-2010s. So now they definitely cooled off a lot from where they were at with James Harden and like the Dwight Howard era. Yeah, I don't know. They're all right. They're cool. Okay, this might be the highlight of the video. What's been my experience with you? I'm going to go with that. People who claim they're Lakers fans, some of them don't know what they're talking about, simply put. Others know a lot about what they're talking about. My father, for example, has been a fan for almost 40 years. Magic, Kareem, Kobe, Shaq, LeBron, like he's been through it all and he's stuck with it. I watched probably more Laker games than I have Clipper games in my lifetime just because of my dad. I don't know. He acknowledges when they suck. He is not crazy when they're good. He just is there and he's all right. And I know a lot of other Lakers fans like that when they're just chill and they're from Southern California or they're not bandwagons or there are some that are like, oh, I'm a fan because of LeBron or whatever, but they're all right. I don't know. They're not no real problems here. I'm gonna put the Bucks in I because I fear for this fan base once Giannis Antetokounmpo leaves or retires. I don't know what they're going to grasp on. I didn't really know any before. They're pretty much all just Giannis fans who took a step further to like the Milwaukee Bucks. Not bad. That's all right. They're not no crazy takes. They're just only like Giannis. Like Bucks fans that I know are only Giannis lovers, and they talk about him, and it's fine. Giannis is good. I like Giannis, but that's pretty much it for me. I don't really know any like super hard Bucks fans, but they're cool. Yeah, they're all right. Okay, Heat fans, for me, in my experience, why did I know more about Heat fans back when the Heatles were a thing and winning champions? And then now I don't know anybody that's a Heat fan. I don't know where y'all went. The Heat are good. The Heat have been good for the past 4 years. What, like Eastern Conference Finals, like 4 to 5 years or something like that? Made the finals twice in that run. They haven't won a championship, but they made it to the finals. There's only 2 teams in the finals every year. And they've done that twice in the past 3-4 years. So I don't know where y'all went. I don't hear about Heat fans anymore, like at all. So I don't know. Pretty interesting to me. Mavs fans are pretty good. I like some of the Mavs fans that I know. Pretty chill people. I mean, you got Luka. They're kind of like the Clippers in where I'm like, yeah, we suck, or yeah, we're good, or like experience heartbreak, and I don't know. It's kind of interesting where they support their team rather than tearing everyone else's team down, if that makes sense. And I think that's a good quality. Don't know any Pelicans fans. Knicks fans. Oof, the fact that I'm even hovering this over here is like dangerous. Here we go. Watch this. I'm gonna go with supportive people. Just based off of the side talk videos. If you have not seen those are so funny, dog. That made me love Knicks fans. The Trae Young one.
The New York Knicks run New York City. Bing bong. Tell me a little something, KD. Don't you regret not coming to the Knicks? Don't you regret not coming to the Knicks? Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks.
But they're supportive. They've been here. I mean, I only know Knicks fans on social media, but they're supportive. If they're crazy, you kind of just wave them off because they suck They've sucked forever. They're good now. They're pretty good. I think they'll get like the 4th or 5th seed this year in the Eastern Conference and do something with it probably. So I think the fan base is pretty decent. I don't know. I just think they're so funny. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Thunder fans as real stand-up guys. I know a lot of my brother's a Thunder fan, and I'm basing this off him. He was a Westbrook and Durant fan, then a Westbrook fan, and then kind of just he still watched the Thunder and talked about the Thunder when they both weren't there. But then you got Shea and Chris Paul, and now they're good again, and they're going to be good again within a year or two. And they're not annoying. They're really good. They've been okay. I know a couple actually that like the Thunder a lot. And I don't know, their general fan base. I mean, it's Oklahoma City, so it's like that's not a crazy hot take place. So I think they're good. Yeah, I like them. Magic fans don't know any. Blazer fans, I'm gonna put them in the same tier as this, and it's ironic because they just traded Dame to the Bucks, but they're all right. Most of the Blazers fans I know are Damian Lillard fans, so I don't know how long it's going to hold up in the next year or two. I mean, you got Jeremy Grant and like Scoot Henderson. That's not like, I mean, Scoot's pretty good. Scoot's really good, actually. You got a bright future, but I don't know. Portland fans are kind of just there. Don't know any Pacers fans at all. Pistons fans, I know a couple. And they're supportive. Yeah, I'd say they're supportive. I think they're the same realm as the Knicks, where they've been good and they're high and mighty, and then when they're bad, they're kind of just like cool. Like they're still there. Detroit is a very big basketball city, kind of like Chicago. I don't know. I like a lot of the Detroit fans that I meet. Not a lot of, oh, you guys suck, because they can't really say that when they've sucked for 15 years, probably. More than that, 20 years. It's been 20 years since they won. So yeah. Man, okay, I lived in Sacramento for about a year and a half, and Sac fans, they do two things. They talk about Chris Webber, and that's cool because they haven't won. They didn't do anything good since Chris Webber in the early 2000s, and they talk trash about DeMarcus Cousins so bad. It's bad. Like, it's actually hilarious. They'd go on a rant. He's a cancer. I saw him at this place one time, and he didn't sign this kid's autograph. And like, I've had a very up close and personal relationship with some Kings fans, and it's hilarious. But they're supportive. They're still Kings fans, and I was very, very happy for them when they did good in the playoffs this year. And the whole light the beam thing. I saw people posting on the story, like going to games and stuff. People I know, they're very supportive fans. And they're a good basketball city. Underrated basketball city is Sacramento. I've heard rumors of like moving Sacramento to like Las Vegas. Hope that doesn't happen. I like the Kings. They got a good program this year. Got a good bunch of good players. Like the fan base, yeah. I'm going to put Suns fans as stand-up guys. Man, they rode on the back of Devin Booker for so long. It felt like an eternity. Right off of Steve Nash's back. And then before that, like Charles Barkley, and that was pretty much it. But they're in the same realm as us, as Clippers fans, where they just haven't won anything. And they've gotten so close so many times, more than the Clippers have, unfortunately. Now they actually have a good team. They got KD, Book, and Beal. They made it to the finals 2 seasons ago. And yeah, man, like they're good. I like them. They've been good. My only knock on them was like everyone screamed at me when I said draft Luka over Ayton in 2018 and then they're like, no, we've got Booker. We don't need Luka. We need a big. Let's have Shaq and Kobe. And I was like, no, you're gonna want Luka Doncic. I promise you. And I'm from Phoenix, and so this was all around me. And then nobody listened. Not that they could do anything about it, but I think they're regretting their decision a little bit, especially when Luka absolutely flamed them in the playoffs. So yeah. Spurs fans are supportive. I know a couple of the same realm as the Nuggets fans, just kind of chill, hanging out. I'm just going to skip ahead and do that. Bang. No explanation needed. Don't know any Wizards fans. Grizzlies fans, don't know any. Timberwolves fans, nope. Raptors fans, yeah, they they kind of rode hard on. I mean, if you win a championship, you get to do that. And so I 100% get that, actually. But there's a lot of smack talk from Raptors fans, and then they kind of okay, LeBronto, Kawhi peaked, bang, and then they kind of just drop back off in the middle of nowhere. And here we are now. I don't know, they're pretty bad now. Sixers fans, I don't really like know any Sixers fans, like hardcore Sixers fans. Jazz fans, yeah, I'm gonna go stand up. They're really stand up. I went to a Jazz Clippers game Friday, actually. I went to a Jazz Clippers game this season and beginning of the season, and we lost by 2 points. I was wearing the jersey and the whole thing. My wife was wearing her jacket and everything. She's supporting me, and we lost by 2 points, and nobody said anything to me on like walking out of the arena. No one was like, "You guys suck!" Ah! It was just like no one even said anything. I was just like, "Okay, cool." That was nice. I don't know. They show up. It was electric in there. They're dope fans. It was loud. They do some cool stuff. Kind of talked too much about like the Stockton Malone days. But yeah, no, I was like really impressed. I was expecting, because I had gone to Clippers games in Phoenix, and when the Suns sucked and they'd beat us, and they'd, "Oh, Clipper, you guys get out of here." And maybe that's probably like same division rivalry type stuff. But like even then, not a word from anybody in Utah. And it was like, okay, that's kind of cool. So there we go. That's the list, baby. I don't know what else to do. That's pretty much it. Shout out Cav, Heat, and Warriors fans for being fair weather in my eyes. And I hope I start to meet people who are in this realm of like, I don't know anybody here, but maybe I'll meet some people. But there we go. I think that's a pretty solid list. Let me know what you guys think about your organization, or if I kind of dogged on your favorite team and your fan base. Comment down below like what you think about, like rebuttal, or tell me what you think about like Knicks fans or stuff like that. Let me know. So anyways, peace out.